Yeah.
Let's go! Turn it up! Let's go! Turn it up in here! Oh, it's good to be back, boys. Good to be back. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge. Let's go! Presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use the code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer and find out why, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. We're also in the Toyota Winners Lounge, driven by your front range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. I hope you all are driving your Toyotas home tonight.
Better be.
The snowy Colorado roads.
Wait, were we given Toyotas?
You guys didn't get your Toyotas?
Oh, man. I just saw that
I got 3 of them.
one of the Toyotas, I can't tell off the top of my head, became the #1 car in America.
I'm not surprised, Dev. Not surprised at all.
It's a great car, man. It's a great car. #1 team in America right now, your Denver Nuggets. 9-game win streak. Wasn't the prettiest. After the All-Star break, we're just getting back into rhythm. But you know what? They still won, and they won big. I got Harrison Wind in the building.
9 games in a row, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The best part is it's 9 games in a row. It's 9 games they should have won, and they have won. That's the best part about it.
That's the best part?
I mean, I think so.
All right, the best part is they won the games they were supposed to. They got a tough one coming up. D-Line Co's in the building.
Tough.
That's right, guys. Imagine, if you will, building your house on the foundation of hating Jamal Murray. What are you doing? How badly do you feel right now? Do you know ball at all? I know you're in the chat right now. You must have to go into hiding.
You know what's funny, man? There are people that were in my mention still hating on him.
It is unbelievable.
It's a disease,
You underestimate the power of hate.
I know, I do. You're right.
Rounding out the show last, but definitely not least, Superstar Dev.
The Nuggets look good. They look damn good right now. And when you reel off 9 of them in a row, you feel good. You feel good. I love the feeling of Winners Lounges every single time.
Every single time. Funky music every single time. This is what we do, man. The Nuggets
I never
are on
want
a
to be
roll.
in another loser's lounge.
Tying
Can't do
a
it.
Jokic era best 9 games. Let's go to the fast breakdown, tell you guys how it happened. First note always tells the story.
Does.
You know what the first note is?
Jamal Murray goes off.
Jamal Murray, 3 straight threes to open the game.
Booka!
I don't think he hit the rim. I think a couple of them didn't even hit the net.
I thought we were getting another double nickel for a second.
I thought we were for a while as well. Rotation minute update here. 6 minutes for Christian Braun. He goes out. Russell Westbrook in. We kind of expected it, but that's exactly how it happened. And then Yoke looked over and saw Jamal Murray taking threes, and he said, you know what? Well, I guess we're shooting threes tonight. So he was 4 of 8 from 3. Both guys had 4 threes in the first quarter, Murray and Yoke.
You know how weird this game felt? This is what
weird.
it is to watch, to be the fan base of every other team in the NBA. This is like what their games look like.
That's actually true. This would have been a low-volume night for the Celtics. Nuggets up 38-30 at the end of the first quarter. Murray was still on fire in the second quarter, but the team was very sloppy. Not a good stint there to open up the second quarter, and guess what? They got it all the way back to close, and finally the Nuggets opened it up in the last 4 minutes. But something the Nuggets need to get better at, closing halves. Coughed up the lead because they were up like 14, and they coughed it up at the end. It was 65-58 Nuggets. Third quarter, Murray's still on fire. He was pretty much on fire the entire game. Hornets were hanging around, just lingering, man. Lingering.
They do
the
a
whole
lot of
time. And then Miles Bridges started dominating. I hate this note, but he was unbelievable in that third quarter. I think he had 18.
Ridiculous.
4 of 4 from 3. Only missed 1 shot in the entire quarter. The Hornets tied it up. It was 98-96 Nuggets going into the fourth. And now you have the non-Jokic minutes.
Right.
But you know what you had? The DeAndre Jordan minutes.
It's the DeAndre Jordan minutes.
DeAndre Jordan took over and really opened it up. Like, this game could have gotten very uncomfortable in the fourth quarter if it wasn't for DeAndre Jordan's output to start that quarter. The fourth quarter kind of just went chalk after that. They opened up like a 10-point lead. Yoke comes back in. They just kind of weathered the storm and end up getting the win. 129-115, 14-point win. That's how it happened. Superstar Dev, let's get to our Red Hawk Roofing big takeaways. I'll let you go first tonight.
A little change of pace.
With my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway, I'm going to give you guys the good ones because I'm going to go with Congratulations to Zeke Naji.
Whoa!
I like it.
Naji.
All right.
I mean, 15 minutes in this game, and the reason that I'm saying congratulations on this one is more so with Zeke Naji going into that second unit and earning some minutes and actually jumping over guys. They now have been able to go with a 9-man rotation, and they still have Peyton Watson coming back into it. So now we're getting to see
10 real guys?
We're seeing 10 real guys. We're seeing guys
God.
resting. We're seeing a bench unit that seems to like now be getting an identity. We see a guy that has worked his way up from really being at rock bottom and being a part of this team. And
Victory!
Right now you get to see this team feeling, looking, everything coming out as a real team. And I think it is like to just show a testament of how much work he's putting in, but how much trust Malone is putting in his guys right now. So really, a guy like Zeke, it just shows how deep this team truly is. So I think that's my takeaway in this one.
4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Not a most impressive stat line, but it didn't tell the story. Played some very good defense. Hustle, just looked like he fit in and added some. Not even fit in. Looked like he added something to the team, and he's more often than not added in his minutes. I think it's a great Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway.
And it's really just been a continuation of what he was doing pre-All-Star break, too.
100%, man. Real minutes. 16 minutes, by the way, also just shows the trust Malone had in him tonight, which was really cool. D-line.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is that all the Nuggets are good. Jamal Murray looks healthy. He looks healthy, man. He looks
does.
great. He is moving in a way that was not even like recognizable the first half of the year. Like, we were honestly having conversations like, is Jamal Murray Brandon Roy? Is Jamal Murray cooked? Like, he's 20.
Deron Williams was brought up, I believe, at one point.
There was just like a guy, like, you're like, bro, is this guy's body turned against him? Like, I know that he's not in great shape, but like, he's hobbling. Like, more legs issue. Tonight he was quick. He was defending well. He was saucy. Like, it just looks, and it's like so nice to just feel that Jokic has his running mate. He has him back. And like, after that, like, it just, everything else just kind of goes. They're like, whatever, we got it. Like, it just gives you a sense of security, and it feels great. All the Nuggets are good. We're back. Let's go.
When the Nuggets have a second star, they feel like the championship favorites. You know, they feel like a real team. They're about to face a real test.
Yeah,
we're
for
going to
sure.
ride this wave, but the test starts on Saturday. But to your point, to me, it wasn't just the quickness and the light on his feet. The confidence, like, Jamal Murray is crafty.
Yes.
More than he is jittery or anything. He's jittery, but he's crafty. And tonight, he had so many, like,
That
inside
scoop
hand,
left-handed layup.
Ooh, in-handed finish, scoop finishes, just crafty where it was like, yeah, he's getting around guys. So to me, it's not even just the quickness of it. It's the all-around ability to score, man, and score efficiently like he did tonight.
He's Kale. I would say he's
Fired up!
Is he back? Do we know for sure if he's back? Let's check
Fire
it.
up, Kel!
He's so back! He's Bubble Murray back! Let's go!
He broke the
Murray
already broken bacometer. Oh my God!
He's so
he is
back.
on one right now, man. 3 30-point games in his last
I like
4.
this explosion in the back.
He is.
And
He's
then
feeling
the
it.
one game he didn't get that was in that blowout.
And he
against Portland.
got kicked out that game.
Oh, that's right, too.
That's a good one, Harrison.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway has to do with Nikola Jokic. Shot 14 threes tonight.
More threes than twos.
More threes than twos. He set a career high for three-pointers attempted in the third quarter. And he went 6 of 14 on the season, shooting 45% from 3. I feel like, we've talked about Nikola Jokic and the jump he's taken in, his three-point shot this season. I really wonder if it's going to have more of an effect maybe in the playoffs than we even think it might right now. Because the confidence that he just has to take threes, it's at a completely different level than even was from when he was shooting, 38% from 3 a couple years ago or 39% from 3 in 2021. He's just willing to take that shot if he's open.
Yep.
And I don't know what the heck Charlotte was doing tonight. They just left him open from 3 the entire first half. Like, I really don't know what they were doing, especially with Nurkic out there. But he just was open, he shot it, and he made a bunch of them tonight. And just having that element to the Nuggets offense, I really feel like it's going to have maybe a bigger effect in the playoffs than we even think it might right now.
The three-point shot, he has been taking them all year, but we always do wonder that post-All-Star break, he starts to take even more.
Yeah.
And that has tracked so far tonight, one game.
Yeah.
Career high, 14 attempts, and he made 6 of them. What is 6 of 14? Does anybody know? That's a tough fraction.
It's 40-something. I know it's, yeah. God, is that just not the best thing ever? Nikola Jokic kind of leads the league in three-point percentage, also leads the league in heaves.
He's a stat deflator.
Right. He's purposely deflating his own stats.
Remember when we used to argue about if he was padding his stats?
Yeah, he's purposely
deflator. Now he's
not
like, I'm just going to take
stats.
every shot because you're supposed to, and it's fun. I'm going to just shoot it from the other side of the court for real heat.
I just think him having this three-point shot in his arsenal and the confidence he has taking it, when the offense gets bogged down a little bit in the playoffs, when you have less transition opportunities than you normally do in the regular season, I just think it can be this massive weapon that, we kind of don't know what it looks like yet, but I think it could be huge.
6 of 14, 6 of 12 is a good percentage. Very curious, though, that he took as many as he did tonight. I want to couch that because I do think it's a talking point. We'll probably pull that thread a little bit more.
Put a pin
in it, guys. We'll talk about it offline.
Circle back.
We'll circle back to that offline.
We're never offline, actually.
Actually, that's true. My life is just live stream.
I know. I would love to go offline.
Offline with D-Line?
Oh, dude,
Sounds
offline
incredible.
with D-Line would be incredible.
It's been online for 6 years now.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway, similar to all of you guys, it's peanut butter and jelly, man.
Peanut butter and jelly.
And I'm going to start my peanut butter and jelly conversation by saying shout out Michael Malone. I think he made the obvious choice, but I don't know that it was as easy as everybody wanted to make it sound by going back to Christian Braun in the starting lineup. I know pregame Michael Malone said, hey, just because they're starting tonight doesn't mean it'll be always. I think it will be that they go to this.
Yeah.
And look, man, Russ wasn't necessarily great tonight. He was a little rusty, although he was a pleasant 17, so that means something. He had 7 assists. But I think the biggest question to ask in the who should start at shooting guard question has more to do with what is this team's championship identity? And it's peanut butter and jelly. It's Jokic and Jamal together. And I think it's a little bit harder with Russ out there. Just the identity changes a little bit. And Russ was out at the start of this streak. They've been on a streak, and over the course of the streak, Jamal Murray has really been the story. Him getting going and looking like his former self,
Zeke
his
Naji
best self.
somehow.
Zeke Naji too, for sure. But when you talk about winning, like Zeke Naji's going to help them win.
For sure.
But if they're going to win at the highest level, it's going to be Murray and Jokic. And there wasn't a ton of two-man game tonight. But what there was two guys that could get their buckets when they needed.
Yeah.
Could set the table when they needed. Could just take over the game when they needed. And to me, shout to Michael Malone for going back to this lineup, and shout out to Jamal Murray for staying in the rhythm that he has been in now for a bunch of games. 7 of 10 from 3 is insane. 12 of 18 from the field overall, and to do it in all 4 quarters. It wasn't a Murray flurry and then some good play. It was 4 quarters of him making tough shots.
Dude, they went 13 of 24 from the three-point line. Like, you want to talk about two guys being on at the same time? That's what we've been asking for. That's what we've been calling for. We've been seeing it lately, and what has it gotten them? 9 straight wins in a row.
That's pretty good.
Like,
yeah.
they're like now.
Why don't
like,
they listen to us more often?
To like get to a new level of like how good is this team? When they both have it going on, there are not many teams that can stop them. It doesn't matter who it is that's out there. We haven't even got to see them actually press in a long time because they've just been that comfortable. And it was because Jamal has got it going on. He's scoring, he's diming, he's confident, he's looking like himself, where you're even seeing Jamal like having fun with the crowd. He's like, giving all type of gestures. He's doing sellies. We don't see Jamal Murray sellies, but like he's doing those type of things right now because he feels really good. He looks happy while he's out there because he's having fun again.
Yes.
And that's contagious to the rest of the team where everybody's having fun. Everybody seems to be up there. Jokic is going to be who he is. He's going to be a monster. He's, the best player in the world. But when it's peanut butter and jelly at the same time, really, how do you slow that down? How do you stop that? It wasn't even the two-man game. It was just both people just scoring. And there's nothing you can do about that when two guys have it going on like that.
Really is great, man. 34 points for Jamal, 29 for Nikola Jokic. That's the recipe, man. That's a nice recipe in the playoffs. That's what we saw in a lot of games. Now, look, they're not going to play the Charlotte Hornets in the playoffs, but just getting a little bit of forward momentum from those two over this 9-game winning streak means a lot. It means that championship expectations are back on the menu. It did not always feel like that throughout the course of the season, but 9 straight games it has felt like that, and it's about that time.
Dude.
It's about that time when they start to turn it on. We got to take a break. We got to take a break, but we'll pull on those threads a little bit more on the other side.
Stay tuned.
Put a pin in it. We got to talk about HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. You can skip the trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. With HelloFresh, look, I'm sure you guys are busy, work, personal life, whatever it might be. You don't have to go to the grocery store and decide what you're making for dinner every night. HelloFresh, you get all the ingredients right there. You can get dinner done the easy way thanks to HelloFresh. 50 wholesome, hassle-free meals to choose from, each week delivered right to your door. Ready-made meals to go from the fridge as well to your fork in just 3 minutes. It's the same high-quality ingredients and restaurant-worthy flavors that you expect from HelloFresh, just with none of the work, like the cooking. I've used HelloFresh before. Look, if you like cooking, HelloFresh is super fun to do. Also, maybe you got a girlfriend, a wife, whatever it might be, a partner.
Dude,
you can cook with them.
The other thing is, we were talking about this. If you want to learn to cook, this actually helps you quite a bit.
It's the easiest way to learn how to cook.
Yeah, I'm even seeing things that I never even knew what it was. It's balsamic vinegar.
Yeah,
what is balsamic?
Well,
you know what I mean? But I just have things like that I can just throw out there.
Hey, don't worry about it, Cal.
Clip that.
Dev opens it up.
I've learned that in HelloFresh.
You can get up to 10 free meals and a free high-protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/Nuggets10FM. Nuggets10FM, 10 free meals. 1 item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals. Go to HelloFresh.com/Nuggets10FM. America's #1 meal kit. It's HelloFresh. Also, shout out to Bet365. How did we do on our bets tonight?
We went 2 of 3 on our art pick 3. Michael Porter Jr. his shot wasn't falling today.
I know.
Guess what? Next game is going to fall. We're going to go right back to the well.
And he's playing the Lakers next game, too. He always cooks the Lakers.
There's going to be so much money to be made next game.
Oh, man, that line might be so low.
It's going to be
Bet365, an official partner of the Denver Nuggets and Colorado Avalanche. It's what we used to bet here at DNVR in the pregame show. And they have an early payout offer going on for basketball bets. With the Bet365 early payout offer, you're a winner if your team goes up by 20 points. Instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. Download the app. Use code DNVR365 when you sign up. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Great night at the DNVR Bar. A hockey night. I was not aware it was going to be a hockey night at the bar.
Let's not talk about it. I'm already mad.
Have you not been following this tournament?
It's been a tourney.
Man, you guys are late.
I think it's cool. I'm not trying to hate. I think it's cool.
Late.
I'm into it. I just was not aware of it until very recently. We're not talking about that though. We're talking about the Denver Nuggets, who I don't know if you guys have checked the standings lately. The 2 seed. Whoa. The Denver Nuggets are back in the 2 seed where they probably belong. I don't think they belong in the 1 seed.
Probably.
Well, I'm saying I don't think they belong in the 1 seed is what I was saying.
The 2 seed
I was more inferring they didn't belong 1 than they belong 3. But the 2 seed, man, it's been a long climb. Like I said, the challenge gets tough here, but it's fun, man. We just love basketball. So we do standings watch in October. Nuggets are 3-1. We're like, where are they at in the standing? Or 2-2. But now is when it actually does matter to start looking at it. And I think it does mean something that they're in the 2 seed here this early. Or, right out of the All-Star break, they go and grab it.
For sure. I mean, it's probably a little unrealistic to ask them to get up to the 1. 8 games is a lot to catch up on.
I don't know if the Thunder are going to lose 8 games the rest of the way.
So that's probably off the table. Probably. But they are the second best team in the West. In the playoffs, I'd pick them over anybody in the West in the series right now. But the 2 seed does feel right at this moment. Memphis, they're always this type of regular season, or they're often this type of regular season team, it feels like. Houston, they're fading. The Lakers suck. The Clippers, they're the Clippers. It's just like when you look at the West, this is right. The Nuggets should be in the 2 seed right now, and they are.
Yeah, you want to take care of business where you're not even having to debate or have that idea of like, who are we going to face off against or who are we going to be at? Like the Thunder, you have to be very confident if you're the Nuggets right now. You look at the Thunder, they have been scorching hot all year long. Yeah. Where it's like, hey,
did they peak too early?
You guys did not play well. You guys played with your food, and this is what happens. But now you guys has got it going on, and you got a rhythm. Now it's time to continue to take care of business, beat those teams, try to knock off some of these contenders, and really see where you are. So this is like a barometer. But I know at some point in the season, after you've seen Thunder get on that, it's like, okay, how do we go and catch them, or how do we stay alongside them? So I think this is a good spot for the Nuggets. You just have to take care of business so you can stay in that seed.
Man, I was saying this the other day. Like, I actually think it's great that the Thunder have there's such a large gap between.
Hey, you don't have to sprint through the finish line.
They won't have to sprint through the finish line. They can actually just go.
Or the Thunder or the
both. But yeah. You never know though with Denver,
because I mean,
Denver's up by a half game.
But we learned last year like that was actually very taxing to the Denver Nuggets.
Absolutely,
trying to get that 1 seed that they ultimately failed getting, and it cost them. And this is actually great that they can really just kind of like, if there's a crazy game on the schedule, a back-to-back, it's like, all right, we don't have to put everything out on the floor. We can be a little bit larger viewed about this.
Well, you even saw tonight, Jokic didn't come into the fourth quarter until the 6-minute mark. He played 36 minutes, which I think is fine. It's when you get above that where you start to get a little nervous, but you almost see, I mean, part of it was DJ was playing well.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Did you have another guy I want to talk about, though, or the next guy that sneaky flew under the radar having a great game tonight was Aaron Gordon.
I know,
8 of 13, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, 18.7 rebounds, 2 assists. But you know how he did it tonight, Dev? Bully ball. We haven't seen a ton of bully ball from him, and tonight he was back to the Aaron Gordon that makes this Nugget so dynamic because he's too big for most of the players people put on him.
This is the most normal Aaron Gordon game. This is the best he's looked all year, for sure. It's not even close. Coming off of the All-Star break, like he needed that extra time, and I think it was great that they set him at times. He finally needed that. He's trying to play through it, but this is a game that I didn't even think about the injury at all. He's moving well. He's knocking people, out of the way. He got like multiple dunks. We have not seen dunks in such a long time, and got into his bag of like, I'm gonna grab the board, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna go up, and either I'm gonna dunk it or get fouled. And you really love to see that. You talk about the bread and butter, the peanut butter and jelly when it comes to.
But you got to put it on something.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to put it on bread.
You talk about the peanut butter and jelly when you have the two-man of Jamal.
Yeah, dude. He's the bread with butter, and then you put the peanut butter on the bread with butter, little jelly, and then some Nutella.
Is he the Nutella and peanut butter?
Sandwich sounds terrible.
Yeah, I'm not eating it. Not even HelloFresh is putting that together.
They would never.
But back to what I was saying, though, like you have the two-man game, but then at times you divvy, away from that. You throw up an alley-oop. You throw it down on the block and say, go get a basket. And Aaron Gordon finally got to, I could go get a basket. I'm going to ISO. I'm going to score in those type of ways. So it was great to see Aaron Gordon get the bully ball that we have like desperately been seeing. And the way you could tell, he didn't have all those like crazy assist numbers. It was like, no, I'm gonna get a lot of shots up. I'm gonna use my size against a very undersized team. So I mean, I really love that he looks that well. What do we see from Aaron Gordon tonight?
Brother, Aaron Gordon. So it's really like we talked about it. We didn't like make a really big deal about it until like I had a chance to sort of look back. We all had a chance to look back over this break. Like, what was the prevalent theme of the first half plus of the Denver Nuggets seasons? And it was injuries. Like, it didn't feel that way at the time because we had Jokic going off. He was killing it. But, like, Jamal was hurt. AG was in and out of the line for a really long time. Russ got hurt. Like, there was a lot of inconsistency. And the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray specifically tonight, both looked healthy. Like, healthy. They looked like themselves. They both looked spry. Aaron Gordon looked great. Like, he just was playing with confidence. And, all of that comes to a head when, like the man's legs were bothering him, and now he feels strong, and now he's dunking the ball. He's getting guys out of the way. They just looked like themselves. You just see, you looked all across the Denver Nuggets. You're like, yep. That's okay, good.
You mentioned the dunks. Aaron Gordon coming into tonight only had 33 dunks. Last year he had 171.
Wow.
Year before that, 178. 33.
I mean, he missed a bunch of games, but yeah, even in the
but
games
he just hasn't been dunking.
Yeah, he hasn't been healthy all year. I mean, he's been the missing link. Like, over the course of the last couple of months, we've seen everything come together, really starting with the Russell Westbrook Jokic two-man game dynamic. You know, since then, everything's kind of fallen in line. Christian Braun, looking amazing. Julian Strawther, there's more confidence in him now. Michael Porter had the run right before the All-Star break. Jamal Murray back. So now it's Aaron Gordon's turn. Like, he's the missing piece that hasn't been himself this season and hasn't had that turn of kind of coming into his own. But, I mean, this is the perfect opportunity. Right after the All-Star break, he had time to rest and tan. I mean, how tan?
Dude, everybody was so tan.
How tan did he and MPJ and Christian Braun
and Jamal,
who I didn't think could tan, look pretty tan.
Like, MPJ might have over-tanned.
Gotta give him some credit.
MPJ, he was in the sun a little too long.
Like
he was a little too much sun for MPJ.
But I mean, this is Aaron Gordon's time. I mean, he got the time off for the break. He's healthy. He's rested. This is his time to kind of join the rest of the guys.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon obviously is a huge piece to what the Nuggets do. 32 minutes for him tonight. He was a +8. And as you mentioned, just even though tonight was weird because there was a lot of threes. Like I said, there wasn't a ton of two-man game.
It was weird as a normal NBA game for the rest of the league. But tonight we're like, what the hell is this garbage?
But I just mean, like, usually, you know, Denver ran that rip DHO action, which is probably their number one go-to. We need a bucket. This is what we're going to get. They ran it one time. It was basically the, like, game over. Murray hit a 3 at the end of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, even just the, like, lobs to AG and this and that, it wasn't a ton of that. But it was a lot of bully ball, which was nice to see, and it feels like setting the stage for what the Nuggets are going to have to really refine over this last 30 games of the season. What about Christian Braun tonight? Only 10 points. Game high +23. 10 points, 4 of 9 shooting, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. What'd you see from him tonight?
Ever since Christian Braun or Michael Porter Jr. said, when was the last time you saw a CB pass on a fast break? I think he's never passed since. Like, he has really never passed on a fast break. Not saying he should, because he usually finishes them. He had a couple misses tonight. But, I mean, I want to go back to what you were talking about with the starting lineup and the decision Michael Malone made. I think it was the right call, too. It was a difficult one with how important Russell Westbrook's been to this team. But I just feel like with how Christian Braun was playing, it was the right choice to make. And, you know, a big reason why Russell Westbrook was so needed in that starting lineup was because Jamal Murray wasn't Jamal Murray. You just needed another point guard.
Yeah.
You needed that him and Jokic two-man game. You needed that other table setter. Now that Jamal is back, you have less of a need for that. So that's that. But Christian, +23, I feel like that really tells his impact out there. Defensively, it was not a great night for the Nuggets overall. You know, Charlotte's a team that
a lot of tryhards tonight.
Not great offensively, but I mean, they did put in the effort on the second night of back-to-back.
Shot the ball well, too, man. They had 15 threes themselves.
They did shoot it well. I'm a little relieved that Christian Braun is still in the starting lineup. I think it's the right choice, and I think this group of 5, it gives the Nuggets the highest ceiling in the playoff setting.
With Christian Braun, like, being out there alongside Jokic, who has it going on, he's taken a lot of threes. He has 22 shot attempts. You have Jamal with 18 shot attempts. Aaron Gordon finally looks spry and he's trying to get to his spots. It will probably be difficult to, like, try to pick your spots of where do I fit in or where do I go here. And he was like, no, I'm going to just continue to get out on the break and create for myself. He is downhill the entire time. A bull. He's knocking people out, out of the way and getting downhill and finishing through contact. Either he's going to get fouled or he is going to finish. But he puts so much pressure on the defense where it's just like 1-on-2, 1-on-3. And he just finds a way every single time. But I like the way that he was like, hey, I'm not going to press it. I'm not going to put too much attention on me. But I am going to, like, make my stamp in this game while, having such a high plus minus. Like, it wasn't through him that you're going to lose a game or you're going to force plays. So I like the fact that he knows who he is. You even talk about the not passing on breaks. Why would he?
I know, right?
I mean? Like he's like
pass to who? Michael Porter Jr.
nobody else. He can't pass. I'm the only one up the floor right now. Like I just
He
feel
really
like
doesn't pass though.
Who's he gonna pass
crazy.
it to? He finishes every time.
I know. I'm not saying he should, but it's
I
crazy.
honestly think his success rate just trying to score, even through contact, is higher than his success rate trying to pass
Probably.
and make plays.
Yeah,
I think it's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's him knowing who he is.
Oh.
I'm not even going to
The
change
finisher,
it up.
dude.
I'm not going to try to change it up. This is the way that I'm going to make my mark here. And I mean, his mark is made. I like that they went with him in the starting lineup. This is the reasons why.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if it
He almost killed Nurkic tonight.
I know.
Oh my god.
That would have been.
Bro,
what
that-
a hell-
He almost killed him.
that would have been insane.
He almost
That whole
said,
thing,
"Have a
AG
nice
had an
summer."
amazing pass. Like, AG will pass it in transition. He had the bounce pass that set up, and then he nearly killed Nurkic. We all hoped it would happen, but whatever. It's fine. Do you guys see Nurkic shooting a bunch of threes? That was awesome.
He
Anyway,
made a bunch, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he
Of
was
course. I mean, if
0
you
of
shoot him, you make
Oh,
them.
is he 0 of 4?
He was
Okay,
0
I didn't
of 4.
notice.
It's weird. Listen, yeah, the Denver Nuggets have, like, everything has come together.
It is, yeah, it is.
Like a beautiful HelloFresh meal. We've got
I'm holding my
we got
horses on
the
this.
balsamic or whatever you said earlier. The little
Is it-
ramekin of
do you need to see them
Mirren.
beat somebody that's not Portland?
I just am holding my horses. I think the Nuggets are about to face their real test, and I'll be all in if they
Well,
do
of
it.
course they are.
And I am counting on them to do it. Like I am.
Yeah,
Remember,
but-
here's the thing: the Nuggets went on a streak, a small streak, a 5-game streak, a month and a half ago, and I was like, I'm ready for them to be tested, and they failed the test.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, it was bad.
But
That's a
they've
good point.
really ramped up even more so now, and I'm back at the same point where I'm like, I'm ready for them to be tested again.
You know,
I'm ready.
You know what we're heading into? Statement stretch.
Oh man,
Statement
stretch. It's like
stretch.
statement month. It used to
Yeah.
be statement week.
Yeah.
Statement month starts Saturday. All right, let's take another break. On the other side,
Oh, man,
we're gonna go to
stay
the
tuned.
bench and we're gonna circle back and talk about Jokic shooting all these threes.
Shout out to HelloFresh. As you guys know,
Like
we
the
love
Denver Nuggets.
HelloFresh here at DNVR. HelloFresh, what's really cool about HelloFresh is they have not just the meals you can cook, Dev, I know you like doing this,
Yeah.
but they also now have the ready-made meals. So
Oh.
they still have the option of meals that you can get. You get all the ingredients, you can cook them, but now you can just get the ready-made meals that go from your fridge to your fork in just 3 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
That's got to be new. That's got to be new.
That is.
It's the same high quality ingredients and restaurant worthy flavors that you expect from HelloFresh, just with none of the work. The only work you got to do is put it from your fridge to your microwave to your table.
Is it bad that I actually consider that work?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'm alive, to be honest.
The Denver Nuggets. That's how you're alive, I think. The
Yeah.
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, dude. Somehow I can't bring myself to cook or do anything, but like I'm still heavier than I should be.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Hey man, I don't know. HelloFresh saves you a lot of time preparing for meals. Those ready-made meals can save you even more time if you got a super busy schedule. You can get up to 10 free meals with a free high-protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/Nuggets10FM. Nuggets10FM, one item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as a discount on first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. That's at the 10 free meals from HelloFresh. Just go to HelloFresh.com/Nuggets10FM. And shout out to Toyota. We're live from the Toyota Lounge. And shout out to everybody hanging out in the Toyota chat. Toyota is the official
Shout 'em out.
vehicle of DNVR. And Toyota, they got a type of car for everybody. No, hope you got 4-wheel drive, driving home from the bar
Yeah, they
tonight.
got the Tacoma. For everybody, they're like a Yaris for Vogt, whatever, like a little, like a wee little gentleman's vehicle.
Yeah.
For Adam.
They have the Land Cruiser,
Land Cruiser,
the
yep.
Tacoma, the 4Runner, the
They have
Grand
the
Highlander,
RAV4,
the
right?
RAV4.
RAV4.
I think that's the number one car.
I had a
in America
RAV4
now.
for a long time.
That's the number one car.
I
now.
feel like everybody's got a RAV4.
See what I'm saying? It's number one.
You can visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson, Toyota East in Aurora, Stevenson, Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of the Denver Nuggets and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
All right, back here, segment 3, DNVR Nuggets. Make sure you guys hit that like button for us. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? It's the easiest way to support the show. Show us you love us.
Yeah, could you just push a button?
Go do it right now.
It's not even a button, dude. It's a rectangle on a glow. Just what are we doing, man?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I want to shout out the bench. Shout out the Nuggets bench tonight.
Shouts
in particular, Julian Strawther, 5 of 10, 4 of 7 from 3. I feel like he's played with the same confidence all year. He kind of lets it fly, sometimes takes some crazy shots. Yep. He took one today that made Eric scream in anger.
Yeah.
Made that one.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah.
But it was a wild shot. He just happened to have made it.
Yeah, dude, I don't care what anyone says. It was a bad shot.
It was a bad shot. But 16 points, man. That's good production for him off the bench. I'll let you start on this one, D-Line.
Brother, this is what I'm saying. Like, you're right. The competition level has been low for the Denver Nuggets.
Been pretty low, man.
I'm right. All of the Nuggets are coming together in such a way that they are building what you correctly identify as what is the most important thing in the NBA: connection and confidence. And like all of the Nuggets are, the confidence is swelling. Like your point earlier,
this is a good take.
Your point earlier about Jamal Murray just feeling like he's enjoying life again. Like it feels like a dark cloud has been lifted from this Denver Nuggets team. Julian Strawther is benefiting greatly from this stretch. Like even if again like the competition is lower, like he's still hitting shots. Like that will translate against good teams. Whether or not he can play defense against good teams, we'll see. Or if God forbid they start to game plan against him, that's another question, but I can't imagine. That's a little bit further down the road. Julian Strawther, though, is playing with supreme confidence right now, to the point where he's taking shots. You're like, bro, all right. Like, all right. Like,
it was a pull-up 3 in transition, which I actually like. I just don't love when Yoke's on the court and you do it. And he did one with Yoke on the court, running the court. He pulled up, but he drained it. Rinsed it.
Yeah, that's a shot you take in the DJ minutes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just be you. Really, that's what. they allow him to be him. That's what I'm saying. I like. I'm not saying in that situation. Of course, I wanted to go to Jokic every time. But I mean, they let him be him, and I live for the celebration now. I'm like, just shoot it so we can do it.
It's honestly the best 3-point celebration in the game right now.
Everybody else is bought in on it. Like I like that the camera pans to the bench, like where everybody's starting to do it. They start to go to the crowd where people are starting to do it. This is a guy that's on the bench that has his own celebration that everybody's into. Strawther's light. He's very confident. I don't think that confidence will ever waver, even if he's not making shots. But that's why he's such a good shooter, is because every single time, like, shooters shoot. Forget about the last one. And you're seeing that with Strawther. He's also, with him playing so much this year, and that was a big part, was like developing the young guys. It's starting to come to him. Like the game's starting to look a little bit slower for him, where he's not like trying to find reads, or he's like just put on islands the entire time, where he's like overthinking it. Like you can see it just being natural instincts right now, and I really like that from Julian. I really like the fact that he's getting up a lot of shots, like 7 shots from 3. I want him to just continue to take that many shots and feel confident doing it. And he didn't have to adjust to like having a Russell Westbrook by him. They've also found minutes to try to put him alongside Jokic a lot more, which you don't see with like bench guys. So I feel like they like what they have in Julian, and he's learning right now. So you can't be upset about that.
I mean, there's so many complaints about the young guys not getting time last year. And now he's getting real time. Christian Braun is getting obvious. Like he got it last year. He was a part of the playoff rotation, but like he's getting real time, and you just see. It's like it's in boxing. Just like you put change into the body blows, and then later on, then you can
start with the body, then go for the finishing.
Yes, dude, you gotta get the body blows.
You gotta work the body.
He's doing action figure.
You gotta walk
That's rock.
You gotta get your jab going, and then eventually you can go with the haymaker.
I don't know boxing like you do.
You guys aren't pugilists. You don't understand.
You're not gonna block or move or anything. You just body blows.
You don't understand.
Right on this.
You don't understand Marcus of Queensberry. That's not my problem. Point being is that you're just investing in the, like, not just the top level. Like, even though the canopy theory still applies for Nikola Jokic, he absorbs all of the sun. The undergrowth is starting to creep up a little bit. Some creeper vines.
Oh, wow.
Some creeper vines.
Coming through to the light. Real quick on the thumbs down. Has it evolved? Because I feel like it was this, and now he dunks it.
Oh, he's leading into it a little more.
You know what
now.
I mean? Like, it's evolving.
Yeah.
It's becoming a whole
way
thing.
more demonstrative now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
boom.
Dude, the wildest thing about it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it.
The wildest thing about it is that he doesn't have an explanation for
I
what
know.
it means.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
But to me,
doesn't
it
matter.
makes sense if he's like, it went down.
It went down.
But he's
Yeah.
not saying that. So he really just took something that means bad. He's like, no, it means good.
Yeah.
That's just like,
I know.
like if he, like his celebration was just like
that's sick.
right, or whatever. It's like, every time you're like, isn't that bad? He's like, no, it's good.
Oh,
You're
like smelly.
Yeah.
No, it's
every time.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's
What?
great. I dig it though. I'm super into it. Super into it. We gotta
Jeff's
talk.
so mad
We
he
gotta
let
talk
me
about
talk.
Russell. We gotta talk about Russell Westbrook, who started the day by sending the Michael Jordan facts. I'm back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is played out. I've discussed this many times.
Who was the last person to do? Was it LeBron?
Everybody,
It happened
anybody
not
that's
long
It's the
ago.
most overused meme / format.
Look,
for
we
an
love
announcement
Russ. We
ever.
love
Butler
Russ.
was the last
It was
one.
Jimmy Butler. You're right.
It's Jimmy Butler, yeah. Like, come on,
here's
man.
the thing, man. And again, we love Russ, but we got to give him a little heart. We got to give him hell here.
It's a little corny.
He missed 8 games.
I know.
Jordan missed 2 years. You know, it's like I'm back. He was barely gone.
Yeah. That being
It's a little
said,
weird, but-
Russell Westbrook tonight, 7 assists, did have 5 turnovers. I thought there was a little rust there, as you would expect. But he was a plus 17. I mean, he played winning basketball tonight in a lot of his minutes. The bench was good. And I mean, Michael Malone was able to get him set up in a lot of minutes alongside Yoke.
Played 26 minutes tonight.
26 minutes. A bunch of those came alongside Yoke. But, I mean, the challenge now is, like, can Russ be as effective when he's not playing alongside Yoke? And, like, we haven't seen him be that so far this season. Him going to the bench, you're automatically cutting off whatever it is, like 10-plus minutes per game that he's not going to be playing with Yoke. So can he be effective, you know, with DJ, who he's got good chemistry with? Strother, that's a perfect fit there. Him and Strother in the backcourt together. Zeke, okay fit, I'll say. But I thought it was a positive first game back, and a little erratic at times, but I thought there was a little rust there, as you would expect. Did hit the one-footed fadeaway off the glass. Did hit that shot tonight.
Oh man, that's the shot of all shots. That's the
If
one
that
you
shot
could
goes in,
No, but
Nuggets are winning.
That's the shot of all players in the NBA you could most see coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Like there's 4 dribbles away. You're like, oh, he's gonna back down and do the dirt.
Yeah.
Banked it in.
Overall, I thought it was a solid first game back for us.
I'm going to push back on one thing. The turnovers scare me, man. He had 5 of them tonight. He's had a lot of turnovers over his last games, even going back, you know, in the last month. It's the one thing he plays with an aggressiveness and a speed and tempo and everything. But when the turnovers happen, they stood out tonight in a bad way, I thought.
Yeah, for sure. But also, I think that it's kind of expected. He hasn't played in a while.
Yeah, it's Russ.
And that's kind of what he is. He's like, I'm gonna make these type of passes. I'm one of the people that dare to make these type of passes. And a lot of times it gets stolen. You know, you're playing against, you know, these high level athletes. But I like the fact that they're trying to find him minutes that are not only specifically with Yoke, because you don't want him to be paired with them at all times and be handcuffed to that matchup. And also, I even talked about it when we were discussing Julian Strother, is guys have to adapt to how Russell Westbrook plays. Like, that is a specific style that at times it is probably difficult. And you do have to be ready for those catches and, you know, having to adapt because of just how he plays. But I mean, 25 minutes in his first game after 8 games off.
Yeah.
Like, you expect the rust, but also I like the fact that he's playing a lot of minutes and, like, let you go, like, know that he's not still injured the entire time. So, I mean, as always, you're going to get a mixed bag type of performance with Russell Westbrook, but going straight to the bench and being able to have such a plus, like a positive, you're still playing winning basketball. You're still making these insane passes. Some of them are going to get stolen, but still continue to be you as well.
You got a Russ thought?
Yeah, I just think this is kind of what how the season started with Russ. I think you're right. Like, people just have to reacclimate to what it's like to be with him, and he has to reacclimate to what it's like to be with the Nuggets. Like, he started off the beginning of the year, we were like, oh God, what's this going to be like? And then he found his rhythm, and he found his touch, and like, I expect that to come back. Like, things are just rolling for this team. I expect it to be for him too.
Do we have? No vote. That means it's time for us to go to the Live Extraordinary Player of the Game presented by UC Health. We throw it out to you guys in the chat every day. Oh, you revealed it already. It's Jamal Murray.
Well, to be fair, they all know they voted for it. We were revealing it only to ourselves.
That is true.
It was just us who were in the dark.
Hold on, real fast. Could you just finish this sentence for me specifically, Harrison? Jamal Murray is blank. Boom.
Player on the Denver Nuggets.
No! Don't cower.
I just had
Denver
to see
Nuggets point guard.
I just had to see
Let us have it. Let's hear it.
Well, I don't know what you're talking
about. Jamal Murray is. He's back. Come on,
from
God.
Canada.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
All right, man. 12 of 18.
When he was talking about wind earlier, he said it and we blew right by it.
Yeah, we blew right by it,
I
man.
just wanted him to say it. I wanted to stop it and say it. But really, 12 of 18 from the field, 7 of 10 from beyond the arc. 7 3-pointers made. Like, he started out the game on fire.
I know, man.
On fire, making everything. And I'm actually a little bit shocked that he only took 18 shots. I thought this would have been a 30-shot attempt type of night.
Also a good sign to me.
Perfect.
And just to kind of wrap up this segment real quick, learn more about living like there is a tomorrow. Go to uchealth.org for more info. UC Health, Live Extraordinary. One thing is, I know some people would point out he was a minus today. He does sometimes when he's feeling it. Maybe the team is not always winning those minutes as much. Here's the thing about Jamal. I think that he has to be really aggressive for this team. And there is an over-aggressive he can be. And we saw that the 55-point game, fourth quarter, over-aggressive. He was clearly gunning. 18 shots for a guy that had it going like that tonight. I think that actually shows incredible restraint. He was on fire, only missed 6 shots all night, 7 of 10 from 3. Most guys 7 of 10 are going to finish 7 of 15 because they're like, I don't know, I got a green light. So I think he needs to be aggressive. He just needs to make them. Tonight he made them, and he's been making them a lot lately.
Yeah, I mean, his three-point shot looks great right now. In particular, he started the game absolutely on fire. And like I think Dev was talking about earlier, he was talking to the crowd. He was enjoying himself. He was loving playing basketball tonight, which was great to see. And I mean, he's in a great space right now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, he's found something, and he looks like Jamal Murray again.
Yeah, I told you my theory on this is that Jamal Murray was really bothered physically early on, both by the fact that he had a surgically repaired knee, and he was not in shape. One, not his fault. The other, definitely his fault. But I think that his knee was bothering him enough that it probably, if I can make an excuse for him, deserve it or not, it probably kept him from working out hard as well. Maybe, I don't know. Point being, I think that, it looks to me, whether it's the anti-inflammatories or he's just actually
shout out anti-inflammatories,
or whether or not he's actually just healed,
like Toradol and Tamerdol.
But point being, it just looks like he's just enjoying life again for whatever reason. So, and he's bringing that joy onto the basketball court, and it's fun to watch, man. The Nuggets are fun when they're playing like this. They're just fun, man.
And real quick, just to go back to the standings now, because the Nuggets do find themselves 37-19. By the way, 40 before 20, 40 wins before 20 losses, still on the table. Still hanging by a thread, boys. Hanging by a thread. And by the way, that number tracks. I think there's only been 4 teams ever to win a title without getting 40 before 20. Wow. So it is one of those numbers that seems to have something to it. 37-19. But here's what's interesting. So they take the 2 seed. The Grizzlies are right by them. I do expect the Grizzlies to fall off a little bit in the stretch. They have the second toughest strength of schedule. Denver, by the way, third toughest strength of schedule from here on out. So that's going to be tough for them as well.
Especially after they just got through this very easy
part of the schedule, yeah. Well, it's funny. Denver had the easiest strength of schedule remaining 10 games ago.
Right before this.
But they played all of the easy games in a row, so now they just have the hard ones left.
Yeah.
But if you look at the standings where this really matters, is Denver going to be the 2 seed? I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm ready to declare it like D-Line is. But more importantly, they are now 2 games in the loss column up on the Lakers. You win that one, you go 3 games up on the Lakers in the loss column. That's for the 5 seed. That's almost like, okay, we're going to guarantee home court. And then you look at Houston, same thing. They're 2 games in the loss column. If you can create enough separation, I almost don't care if Memphis beat them in the 2 seed. And I don't know if Denver would.
If you get the 2 or 3 seed against Memphis, I don't think it really matters.
I don't think it matters either. And so that's almost more important to me is, can Denver get to a point where they have a cushion where they go 2, 3, we don't care, be healthy, rest, get to the playoffs. And I think they're starting to build towards that. Let's see if they can keep it going. That would be my hope.
The Nuggets are going to go through the Lakers in the first round. It's just written in the stars again.
It does feel written in the stars.
And then
would be, by the way,
another play-in team who beats Memphis in the second round, and they will still never beat a 50-win team on their way to a second championship.
By the way, how bad do you want that? The Lakers look so bad right now. I know they might get it a little bit together, but
no, they won't.
But I mean, whatever. I'm just giving them some. I would love a trilogy. I love a trilogy
so bad. I
love a sequel, Dev.
God,
but a trilogy just is like, there's something about a trilogy that's just even better.
That's like, there was that I think it was in like Africa. The elephant killed the family and then showed up to the funeral.
Oh, yes, went out to the funeral.
That's what that would feel like. That's what that would be like. It's like, and I know Laker fans at this point is like, why us? Why do they keep doing this to us? So like, they probably should do anything in their power.
Yeah, they gotta do everything to avoid the Nuggets.
To just avoid it. But I would love that.
Deb, you're on a heater today.
I think it was Africa. I love that one. By the way, I think it wasn't.
Yeah, probably.
Google it. I think this was for some reason was like
not Africa,
India or Bangladesh or something. Somehow I actually think it was an Asian.
Dang, that seems like a layup.
Close, but not correct.
It wasn't Africa.
Let's find out. It might have been Africa.
Right?
It's only elephants.
Maybe.
It was India, right? Oh,
It sounds like an African elephant.
17-year-old woman got trampled, and then the elephant showed up to the funeral, and after the funeral, trampled on the grave.
Oh, wow. that is something happened there.
Actually, that doesn't sound African to me. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. That's trifling.
I can't believe we're laughing about it. That was so morbid. While we wait, Vogt said he was setting up like 25 minutes ago. Let's do an impromptu around the association, shall we? Just a quick one.
Yeah.
Because there's some fun ones. Let's go really quick, though, Dev.
Can we talk about the one in San Antonio, please? Phoenix
you want to start
Antonio.
there? You want to start
Yeah,
there?
because I want to make sure we talk about it.
So when we go around association, so we did actually have some sad news today. Victor W. Wemby is not saying it. Wemby is not playing
number
for
15 Nuggets.
People do that. You just gotta say Joker. You know,
Yeah,
you
we
don't
know
know
what you
it.
mean.
But yeah, Wemby's out for the rest of the year.
Scary thing,
we do
man,
not
by the
love
way.
that. We do not love
we
that.
don't. The Spurs, how do they repay them? They play the Suns, and it just seems that if you play the Suns, you have a win. You have a win coming. You have a win on the way. The Spurs win 120 to 109 over the.
You guys, the Suns are 2 games out of the play-in. Of the play-in.
Yeah, it's not good. It's good. It's not good.
What a disaster.
This is not good. The Suns are in just the worst place ever. Matt Ishbia.
How many teams do you think would trade positions with the Suns roster? Is it still 26?
Still, yeah.
Also,
Beal's contract?
no,
I would take the Washington
Ishbia said,
Wizards
yeah,
roster
every
over
team
the
would want to be
Suns.
ours or would swap places with us.
I would much rather build around.
I felt
Sar
bad
than
for our
the Suns.
brothers.
I feel bad for
PHNX.
everybody too. Also, question, topic conversation.
That's a
Wemby-
wild boy take, but you can get it off.
Is Wemby's out?
Yeah, they get a win. I mean, they also.
they were
First of
playing
all,
the Suns.
they're beating a team.
Okay.
They beat a team at home that has the same record as them.
I'm getting in on this early.
So
They
that
have the
matters.
same record.
I'm
So
getting
they
in
won
on
a
this
game.
early.
They're probably favored.
I'm getting in on
They're
this
going
early.
they're going against the face of the league without the face of the league.
You can't do this one though. This victory lap though, because in all sincerity, a lot of players' careers have ended with blood clots, and I hope that does not happen with
Hey,
Wemby,
no,
man.
that's not part of the take at all. The question is, does Victor Wembanyama play winning basketball? I don't know. We're going to find out. It seems we're going to fit.
Eric has been asking this
It's
for
a
a
question.
long time.
There's no victory lap. Is it
question
winning
you've been asking.
Is it winning basketball?
You've asked this question.
Let's go to the next game, would you please?
What else we got?
The next game we have is the team that we jumped over tonight. The Pacers beat the Memphis Grizzlies 127-113. They got one of the defensive player of the years, and they're giving it up right now. 127
Who is going
points
to win defensive player of the
by
year
the
now?
Pacers. Yeah, that actually is a conversation. Maybe it's Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't know.
Maybe.
So, they got to play a little bit better defense. Everybody on the Pacers scored. Every single guy on the Pacers scored.
All right. I
on
think
Memphis-
do we have vote? All right, let's go to vote. Hannibal Lecter or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a
what is
wild
that what
one.
it is? Yeah, like, or
It's 'cause
Hellraiser.
the prongs are very
Yeah, like he's being
pronounced.
tortured. I like it. There he is. Vote. Did it take you like 30 minutes? You told me you were setting up 20 minutes ago. Did you get lost in the arena?
Honestly, I understand why you're asking. All I can tell you is I had a hard time getting set up here. But we're ready
There
to
you go. We're glad you're here now.
Sorry to make you.
Hold on, just
So
really
am I.
quick to set it up. With your hair and then from this right now, you look like the protagonist and you got served. All right, you can go now.
Wait, the protagonist or the antagonist?
Oh, my bad. Antagonist.
I was gonna say,
The antagonist.
I was gonna say, there's no way the lead and you got served look like Vogt.
You watch you got served?
I mean, listen. I'm more soulful.
There's
than you give me
nothing like
credit.
joining the show to do this hit when it's off. The show's off the rails,
I
and you
know.
just are thrown into the chaos of what is going on right now.
All right, my bad.
Whenever you guys are ready, I no complaints, honestly.
We're ready for you, buddy.
All right, fellas. All right, let's hit the notes. Happy to join you guys here. Michael Malone switched up his tone a little bit. At first, he was in coach mode, not thrilled with the win. Didn't really think they played well, hated their defense. But, man, the longer he went on, he kind of switched his tone a little bit. It's actually good to stack wins this time of year. Malone settled on, and they know that they have a bear of a schedule coming up, as he said. They're going to take it one game at a time. But, I asked him from a coach's perspective, do winning streaks mean anything besides the obvious? Do you care about them? And he said, look, I'm just glad we're stacking wins right now. This is a time of year where every win you get matters, and it certainly beats the alternative. So didn't necessarily love their approach, but he took a step back, definitely loves the 9 wins in a row, hoping they keep it going here as the schedule gets a little bit tougher. On Christian Braun staying in the starting lineup, I think this is the big quote from Malone on the night. He said he's just been playing at such a high level, and it coincides with us playing at a high level. It's not about something that Westbrook wasn't doing. And then he went on to credit Westbrook for the conversation. He said both he and CB have been great about this. They've been pros about this. I told Russ what I was thinking of doing. He said, whatever you need, coach. He said, same thing of CB. The one game that I pulled him out of the starting lineup, he was cool about it too. So he said he feels like he's got 6 players that are capable of starting. And, he just was grateful to have a pro like Westbrook who handled it the way he did. On Jamal Murray playing well, he said it's not just the aggression, it's the efficiency, man. It'd be one thing if he was going out there just firing away, but man, he is in quite some rhythm right now. Finally, he said no matter who you play in the West, it's going to be a dogfight. There's like 10 teams that are above 500. So there's when it comes down, as they finish the stretch here, they're not going to try to match up seeds. There's if we try to play this team, so be careful what you ask for in the West. It's not about trying to play one team. They do want to try to keep pushing, playing at a high level, but obviously they don't want to lose the war in an effort to win the battle. They will keep an eye on just how much the starters are playing together and what that wear and tear looks like down the stretch. Julian Strawbus, defensive rebounding, was something he was really good at in Gonzaga, and it's something he's put an emphasis on here in Denver. And I actually think it's an underrated area where he contributes. He's definitely a willing and eager rebounder, and he says it's something he's always been good at. So he goes, first of all, there's not a lot of chances for offensive rebounding with Jokic on the team, so I just try to get those defensive rebounds. Then he said he's just proudest of the way he's played through adversity this year. When it gets tough, he's just trying to keep a short memory, be ready to take the next shot. Lastly, I asked Julian about his longest winning streak in his career, if he remembers it. Thought it might be cute. Julian said, well, I played at Gonzaga, And I think we went 30-1 my freshman year. And he goes, so I think it had to be 30. So, wait, you lost the first one? You lost the first one. But yeah, 30 in a row. I said, all right, man, I'll follow up again when the Nuggets win 30 in a row. That's a pretty impressive streak. We also heard from Jamal Murray, guys, who...
Real quick, Vogt. If you guys are watching us on our Fast channel, you can catch Overtime right now up on our YouTube channel. Overtime. Overtime. All right, back to you, Vogt.
Back to overtime here, and the overtime quote is from Jamal Murray, who said, this is going to be our toughest year, and we all know it. So right now it's all about motivation for him. He said tonight on the bench, at one point he heard Jalen Pickett say, Memphis lost, and Murray told the guys, we have to win this game. And then he told the media, this is one of the easiest games we're going to have for the rest of the year. We have to win these games. We can't be wasting them. Murray is all about locking in right now, man. It was look, sometimes when Murray's playing really well, he almost gets more prickly in his pressers. You know, it's I think that's kind of his version of really locking in and getting ready to go. And that was just kind of a tone tonight. You know what I mean? He's why'd you take so many threes? Well, we were open. We're just shooting. You know, I asked him if the headline on DeAndre Jordan's season is conditioning, and he said, no, man, it's how he's playing on the court, which I actually thought was a great note. But Murray's in a really, you know, he's like, yeah, man, whatever. I'm just getting to my spots and the shots are going in. But he's kind of focused, I think, on what's to come here. He's certainly not celebrating this run of form he's in. He just wants to focus on finishing strong here. Lastly, I would just say I get the sense that these guys know the schedule is tightening up, and they're ready for it. I think they want it. So they're ready to measure themselves against the best teams. One more note for you guys, actually, before I go. I don't know if you noticed, Aaron Gordon did not have the compression sleeve on his right calf tonight. Just thought that was noteworthy, especially because he played so well in the paint.
Getting healthier.
I love it, man.
Let's go,
That's
baby.
like encouraging to hear. Now sets the stage, man. We should have a great Friday show. You'll be in the building tomorrow, won't you?
I will. Saturday now.
Yeah, but I'm saying tomorrow you'll be in in for our Friday show because we get it. It's like Saturday's a big game, so I'm kind of excited. We have an off day show to kind of prep for it. I'm actually excited to set the stage. So, all right, look forward to what you write tonight. Vogt. Everybody, go subscribe, become a member, read everything Vogt has to say. He documents and chronicles this season.
Yes, sir.
Super chats. Let's get to some super chats.
They sent me a graphic to show.
What is it?
Oh, that's Vogt.
Oh, that was Vogt.
That's like if
Because he had a white jacket and the hair.
this really looks like if Vogt and Jake Paul had a child.
And he was a beast in the show. In the movie.
Yeah, dude, he was serving everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
dude.
serving. You suckers got served.
All right, let's go here. Druid trading. Jamal is so damn good. WTF. Druid trading. Jamal with SGA whistle would average 40 points per game.
All SGA.
Cedric
All
exquisite.
SGA.
No Eric, no Dev, no Wig, no Kale. We're going 10-0. All Nuggets are good.
Let's go.
I would love it, man. I would love it.
Uncle Rico's revenge. Might trust Zeke to guard Braun? Show me something.
All right. Well, let's take a heat check. Let's
Here
do
we go.
it.
What's my ruling on that? Is that good or bad?
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
Peter Duck, second seed. Here we are back to winning. Can we get to 10 wins in a row?
Yes.
40 wins before 20 losses. Championship DNA. All the Nuggets are good. And here we go. So back.
I love that we have this 10-game win streak to hold on to, and then if you get that, you can shift right to 40 before
So wait,
20. We
who
always have a little carrot dangling in
are
front of
the
us.
last three in our wave to get to that magical number? Have we looked?
Let's look at it right now, shall we? You got the Lakers.
Yep.
Then you got at Pacers.
Oh,
then
that's a tough
at
one.
Bucks.
Whoa.
That's three tough games, man.
That's
Those are
three
three
bad
ones.
defenses.
Joker's wild. Lakers are the only thing standing between us and 10 straight wins. AG looks healthy.
You guys
Bubba.
look good.
BB. Uncle Rico's revenge. Maul better than Braun. Ducking All-Star game.
I think what he's saying is that Jamal Murray is better than LeBron James at ducking the All-Star game
I think
by
you're right.
never coming
Yeah.
close to qualifying for
By
it.
the way, did you guys see, man, LeBron kicking the ball because he was out because of his ankle, right?
Yeah.
He missed the All-Star game because of his ankle, and then he's like booting a basketball.
Dude, he was showing out before that game.
He wanted everyone to know his ankle was fine. He just didn't want to play the All-Star game. He wanted everyone to know.
At the
Mr.
All-Star game,
Exquisite Nugget.
everyone else is taking photos in the jersey because
Yes.
that's like part
Yeah,
of the whole.
yeah.
He has on his regular outfit.
I know, that was crazy.
He also showed up on Sunday of the All-Star. He didn't do any other the prep. He couldn't even get
hate
dressed. That was crazy.
Mr. Exquisite Nugget.
Used to love him.
No, Adam, don't leave us again. Great show. Yoke,
I'm locked in
And
for the
Blue
next
Era.
5 months.
Joe Clem 15. Stop turning your short J's into push shots, MPJ.
I know he does do that one-handed push shots.
It's my
MPJ
least
had a
favorite
really
MPJ
rough
shot,
night
man.
shooting the basketball, but he's about to be back.
Josh
Yeah.
Burnett from Down Under. Fellas are back. Jamal's so back. What a treat.
What a treat! All the
Clip
fellas
that-
today.
Clip that. Harrison said Jamal's back.
Jay, we deserve a 10-game win streak against the Caps off against the Lakers. We've fallen back in love with the game. B-ball gods come through.
Man,
Saturday.
you know what? We have fallen back in love with the game. I'm
Dude,
so in love with it right now.
I'm in deep love with the game. I was jonesing for this basketball game. Now I'm back, baby.
Uncle Rico's Revenge did Vogt wear his beanie tonight. No, he did not. He
With
might
that-
wear it next game,
with
though,
that
because
quaff?
of the photo.
You would smash that quaff with a beanie? That's an
Taylor's
uncultured
looking
take.
great tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
5-5-5-5-5-ish. The Zeke train keeps on rolling. 295 minutes, 56 seconds down,
Man.
only 259 minutes, 4 seconds till 555. This version of the team can go all the way. Let's get that dub Saturday. All the Nuggets are good.
If they get to exactly 555 minutes and 55 seconds,
What are you gonna do?
I'm betting the house. I'm taking
I
all
know.
the money I
It's
have in
written
my
the
life
stars
and
at
I'm
that
putting
point.
it on the Nuggets to win the
I'm
title.
gonna bet $5.55.
Man, that's probably what I would do. Actually, that's more reasonable.
The boys' dad. Somebody's riding a preseason prediction of a 10-game Nugs win streak. Sleepless nights upcoming. And for number 20 to be the Lakers' house, or number 10 to be the Lakers, I guess. How sweet.
What would be sweet? We're getting way too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But we're hoping for it, and we're waiting.
We are hoping for it. We
Big
gotta
honey
chill out.
Michael Tanner Jr.
Yeah, he got too
He was
tan.
very tan.
A
Yeah,
little
dude.
too tan tonight.
It's like I think that probably if I were to guess, if I was to diagnose what I saw out there, very tan, probably a little pruny. Spent a little too much time in the
Doesn't
in
have the same
hot.
touch on the ball.
Well, I mean, a little too much
You're
time in the
right,
hot
man.
tub too. A little pruny.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag flowers for Nuggets. You guys are just as fun to watch as the Nuggets.
That's not true.
Well,
That's not
LOL.
true.
In all seriousness, you guys are always bringing the stats, the rundown, the big picture stuff. Lakers suck.
We're always bringing the
MPJ
Lakers suck.
is
We are bringing that.
210,
Yeah.
And DNVR is awesome. LFG.
Yeah, dude.
I like that super.
That's
chat.
what I
like
really
that super
like
chat too.
That's a
man.
great
That was great
summation of the
super
show.
chat.
We've never
Yeah.
been so summed up. And Mike, is Mike too tan?
That might be a topic on tomorrow's show.
Did you watch the game?
Chris Peters, are you guys concerned at all for P-Walk coming back into the lineup?
I am.
Would this mean less playing time for Zeke?
Yes,
We'll talk
it would.
about it on tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Thanks
Just-
for paying for it, though.
Young Dickwell's burner.
Who we got?
Well, now you gave us a topic for tomorrow's
You gave
show.
us a topic,
It's all
man.
'cause
Credit
of
you.
Hey, babe, what are we doing? Second in the West, and all the Nuggets are playing with Jokic with the fresh haircut vibe. That reminds me. What is a Hornets' favorite haircut? A buzz cut.
Oh, dude, classic chunk.
Dude, classic chunk burner.
That's
dude.
not chunk.
Oh, that's his
That's his
burner.
burner,
My
dude.
bad.
Christoph, isn't Strother German by any chance? They have that opposite grading system where 5 is bad.
I'm gonna guess.
Five is bad.
I'm gonna
and
go out
one
on a-
is great.
And what is great? Yeah.
Get the Lakers and PJ.
I'm gonna
heat
go
up
out on a
my
limb and
friend.
say he has no German in his heritage.
You don't think so?
Strother.
yeah.
Julian Strother.
Yeah, he's probably Indian.
Or-
Isn't that where the elephant was?
you got a whole Indian African thing on. I'm not willing to step into.
I think he's from Vegas.
Yeah.
Mike Wilson. Hey, big thumbs down to you boys. We are ready for this final stretch. Many prove-it weeks and months ahead. Thanks for all you do. Let's
Statement
get this
stretch.
second chip.
Statement
Thanks,
stretch.
Mike.
Go, Mike.
Oh, baby.
Flowers for Nuggets again. Getting flipped off by DNVR.
You're
what
welcome,
a show.
guys.
That's
You're
what
welcome.
happens on this
You're
show.
welcome.
We flipped him off?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Yeah, the double bird.
Strong double bird.
Yeah.
Sorry, but 37 turnovers in the last 10 games for a role player, which Westbrook is unacceptable. His offensive role needs to be dialed back.
Or he needs to stop turning it over. One of the two.
Yeah. Kyle M. Hey, Wind. What's up? Big Honey. For win, solve this riddle of what am I?
I am on the same side as Jamal's butt crack.
Jamal's back.
Jamal's neck?
Jamal's whatever.
Spinal cord.
No, there was another one. Oh,
I thought there was one more. Was it not appropriate?
no. It
At
said
the very
answer
bottom.
to what I am. Jamal's back.
I answer to what I am. Jamal's back.
All right. Fun to be back in the Winners
Fun
Lounge,
show.
boys. And now we get a big game on Saturday. I'm so glad we get to have a big game. And man, would it be fun to just ruin the Lakers weekend.
What do you mean their weekend? We've ruined their decade, dude. We've ruined their last 5
The 20s
years.
have sucked for them.
I can't wait.
Yeah, like it just. This is a continuation of an absolute like. I mean, we're like entering terror. We are terrorists.
We're
to
just-
yeah, we're just
giving them body
no,
blows,
the
man.
thing. The Lake. We're just haymakering these guys.
we're
Like
up top,
we're
man,
coming
we're up
top.
top.
We're left. I got a combo, a combination.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in and hanging out the entire time. Hit that like button for us on the way out. We'll see you tomorrow for a big Friday episode.
Let's go.
We all silly like the mayor.